Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. My name is Jessica, and this is Temperance Tarot. This is a general reading for all placements. And I'm going to be doing a higher self reading today. All right. I'm going to be pulling from the Thoth deck, but also from the higher self oracle. This is going to be a message for September 22nd through the 29th. All right. All right, Gemini. Okay. So, as I was getting ready for your reading, I heard a couple of things. One of them was stop looking at everything through the lens of good or bad. Meaning, I think you're someone that is very like you look at everything black and white, meaning like good or bad, right? Spirit wants you to know that sometimes things can be both. All right. I feel like there's so much going on in the world right now, and I think we almost feel like we need to like pick sides, you know. But Spirit's here to let you know that it's not that simple. Okay, it's really not that simple. You know, there could be there's two different sides, but there's we have the Three of Swords here. Immediately when I saw this, I felt like there's a common ground. And Spirit is encouraging you to find the common ground. I don't know, like, if you're in the middle of like some kind of situation where you feel like they're wrong and you're right, or I'm wrong, they're right. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's just a divide because you're Gemini, you're someone that you're very sensitive to what's going on around you. And I feel that it's not just what's happening in your own personal life, but I feel like the energy that is around you also feels very divided. But Spirit's encouraging you to find a common ground. I see you being open to communication. I do feel that you're someone that you're not closed minded, even though it might seem like it when when we look at it as like, oh, where you're someone that looks at people either totally good or totally bad. Like, that might seem like a closed-minded kind of mindset, but it's not. I think you're actually willing to have communication, to have you know like conversations with people, to make a more educated decision on whether they are good or bad, even though you might come in with your own personal ideas or thoughts about those individuals. But you're very flexible when it comes to allowing people to speak their truth. And I'm seeing that we have the Ten of Cups here. I remember your reading. I don't think it was your shadow reading. I think it was the reading I did before that. I feel that you were definitely going through a lot of tough things and situations, but I think you're starting to see, especially after this eclipse, you're starting to see the light. Like, you're starting to see, and I think even in this itself, you're starting to see that even though a situation might seem all bad, there's actually something good happening behind it. And I think that alone is allowing you to see things not so black and white. All right. We have the Hierophant here. So I'm feeling that you're at a point in your life where you've gained a lot of wisdom. It doesn't matter how old you are. Okay, I feel that even if you're someone young, just experiencing life right now, like, you've actually lived through a lot of different things and situations, and you've gained so much wisdom and insight that you're gonna know what to do the next time you're faced with another obstacle. Um, we also have the Eight of Disc, which I feel that is you working towards your goals, your prosperity. I'm also seeing that you're learning to balance your life a little bit more. I love this. We have the Eight of Wands also as well. I I just feel like this is you coming into a lot of balance. Like you're learning to kind of go with the flow. I just feel that with the Eight of Wands, you're learning to know when to like go hard and when to rest. You're learning to know when, life calls you to push a little bit more, but also when it calls you to pull back a little bit. Like you're gaining a lot of, I'm just sensing like a lot of harmony. There's just a lot of peace that's coming into your life right now because you just went through a very difficult chapter of your life. And, I think a lot of it is because of, maybe things that you did. Like a lot of it was your own doing, but I do feel that, like the universe is working it in a way where it's all going to be for your own good. Like this didn't happen to you, it's happening for you. Okay. So even though, yes, some of it might be your own doing, the own, choices that you made that put you in some tough situations, I do feel that it is because this was part of your process. This was part of you growing and learning. All right. This is your intuition, strength, and happiness. Definitely, for sure. I'm seeing this energy very much connected to the Hierophant. I feel that you didn't just learn from this, but it made you stronger. Um, I feel like you're learning to not fall into like a victim mindset. Like you're learning to really see things, like take responsibility and know, what actions you can take to not make the same mistakes again. Um, Happiness, again, I feel that with the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Disc here, it's just balance is bringing you a lot of happiness. I feel like also you're making much better financial decisions with the Ten of Cups here. I feel like you've learned, what you need to do to not ever fall back into, the situation that you just got yourself out of. And intuition. I just feel like, again, I've said it before in your other readings, like there is definitely something going on with your third eye. You are someone that receives a lot of messages, a lot of downloads. And I think because of what you've been going through, you've kind of been ignoring that part of you, that side of you. But Gemini, spirits really, I mean, I'm seeing this in a lot of your readings. Like this third eye, it just keeps popping out. And I feel that, and I'm also seeing it here at the three wands at the top. It looks like a third eye almost. Um, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's just what I'm seeing, but Spirit highlighted it for a reason. There is something going on that I think you might be going through like a spiritual awakening. There's something that is happening in the physical that is manifesting some kind of awakening spiritually. Okay, so all right, Gemini, I hope this speaks to you, and if it does, please like and share, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.